Hey, what's up guys, it's Alpha and welcome back to another video. So what I have for you today is a pretty nice treat in terms of just gameplay and in my Let's Play series in general. It's a tank that I have a lot of battles in, not too many, but a lot more than most of my tier 10s. And yeah, it's just a tank I enjoy playing, something I can always chill with or tune with, or something I will always hop on, and if I want to enjoy the game, I would play a Sheridan just because it doesn't take a lot of effort in terms of positioning myself and making sure I get in a position to farm opponents, but also, you know, making sure I'm playing a decently hold down tank or a tank that's strong in a certain position. This tank is always going to be strong in any position. It has the speed, you know, of that light tank. It has the camo of the light tank, and yeah, you can just do anything with it. You can farm heavies, you can farm TDs, you can farm the lights and meds, you can move around well with it. Even though it got nerfed with the recent mobility nerf that Wargaming added into one of the recent updates, it still performs really great just because of the missile element. Missiles are not something you're going to spam all the time, but it's definitely something that, you know, you're going to use more often than not when you're playing the Sheridan. But definitely, you know, like this example, of course we're in Port Bay. I checked that there was no one crossing river because that's the most ideal spot you want to be playing in a Sheridan or a medium. But I see that, you know, like 30 plus seconds into the game that no one went river, so instead of continuing the flank, I need to be the spotting presence for my team to know that, hey guys, you need to turn around, those guys are coming, you know, we can't just have the same idea that the enemy has. So I went for the spots. I got a nice missile in early with cover from the rock to the I-7. He's gonna talk a lot in this game, so it's gonna be really sweet just landing missile after missile on him. But yeah, so I got another missile on him in cover. These games aren't like my previous series where I do them back to back to back. These games were just ones that I liked, and that where I can show how I play my Sheridan and maybe how you can play it too. But yeah, I'm just getting missiles on this IA-7 and he's not liking it one bit. But I'm doing these pokes out in the open and over the hills because everyone spotted. I know that I have a lot of cover with the buildings because most of their tanks are behind buildings, and yeah, I get another missile here. I think that's like my third or fourth consecutive missile, and that's totally okay because I am putting myself in the position to get those off without being shot back. You want to always use your missiles where you have cover from every enemy tank and where you're not going to take any punishment in doing so. Because why would you shoot missiles when you can shoot a perfectly great APCR round? Like here, no reason to use missiles, just an easy APCR. I'm going to dip away from the STB because he has much better DPM than me. Not anything too great, but still better DPM than me. So he rushes me, he misses a shot, and I make him pay for it. And I clear him, and the game was essentially over when my team rotated back to where I was spotting enemy tanks because the enemy tanks kept having to cross in front of them, and yeah, we were just farming them for their I guess their late rotation into our spawn. So this E3, I mean, he has nothing else to do. I'm just gonna get free farms for the rest of the game. He's the last alive, and what I wanted to do here, I just wanted to make sure he was looking at my team so he wouldn't get melted so quickly and I could have at least 2 shots of damage, which I did. And yeah, I didn't mind taking that shot there. My goal wasn't to reach around to his back. I wanted to cross in front of him so he can, you know, turn the way I was going, like I said, so he won't get shot and I could get, you know, that free damage. So first game, 4.7k, and yeah, I mean, nothing too great, but nothing bad at all. Carried the team with the spots and just my movement, my missiles. I took that IS-7's I took about 3/4 of his health, maybe just a little more. And yeah, I wouldn't be happy if I was him either. That's why if you ever play the Sheridan, just know that you're gonna get a lot of hate. Doesn't matter what clan you're in, doesn't matter who you are. Yeah, you're just gonna receive tons of hate because it's such an unfair tank in my opinion. As long as wargaming keeps the missile element in the game, it's still gonna be unfair. But diving into the second game, right? We're in Yukon, and if you didn't know already, these bushes, they're mirrored on either side, whether you're playing starting from the B cap or you're starting from, you know, C cap area. Those bushes that I just spotted in are ideal to spot anything going to the waterfall and just anything in general crossing into that vicinity. So I get a really good shot in the Sheridan because he was well covered behind the bush, but he, instead of like going straight back, I think he just misplayed a bit and he took a little circle around and just gave me what I needed to hit a really good snapshot in him. So yes, I see that they're separated, that the enemy team separated. There's a TD and the Sheridan at the B cap, and I can really put myself in a great position here, hidden from the enemy tanks that I'm going to see up here, which are the WZ-120 and the AMX. And I have cover, as I was just getting reassured of it, from waterfall and from my back right side. But the Sheridan did hit me because I wasn't using the cover to my right too well, and he just reminded me to just go up a bit further, make sure he doesn't have any shots to me, and now I can just rain down my missiles. Put 2 missiles into the AMX, I believe, and I put a good missile into the WZ to start off my little venture here in this little cover. So I'm using this hill hold down. I'm getting missiles into everything that I spot. I'm in the ideal position here. Everything's open, so whoever gets spotted is going to get punished by my missiles. So this E4 pokes up. I know that, I believe I'm not spotted at the moment, so that's perfect. I want him not to rush me and be confused of where he's getting it from. So yes, he doesn't know exactly where I am, but he has an idea, and that's how I want to keep it. I believe I poke up a little here and I get spotted by the E4, but that's okay. He didn't know I was there before, and now he can start paying attention to me and maybe YOLOing me, which he's gonna do now. I get a nice second shot in him with the missile, and I'm just weighing my options. I'm gonna see where I can go without taking too much punishment, but then the Sheridan comes from behind me, and yes, he taps me, but I finish him off, and the E4 tries to shoot HE on me, and I think he doesn't get the memo that the Sheridan is covered in space armor, so HE on anything that's not behind the turret and anything on the hull is pretty much impossible to pen. So I see there's an AFK Leo. I'm unthreatened by the E4 at all, and I see I have 2 full health teammates, so I just let them deal with him, and I'm just gonna go for a free farm here. The Sheridan gun is troll, so I didn't want to like risk a HE shot on the move or anything, or waste time trying to aim it in. And here I am thinking I'm gonna have the last shot and a free farm, but it looks like I didn't cover him well because I wanted to be rewarded for, you know, my hard work in terms of my hold on missiles and the missiles that I was putting out the entire battle. But that's fine, you can't have all the damage, and I sadly accepted that fate. So I believe I end up with 5.1k, and I mean, this tank is not meant for making credits, especially when you're using missiles a lot, so not a surprise I only got 3k. But finally, the replay that I have wanted to show you guys for a while. I had this game a few days ago, I think, maybe less than a week ago, I don't remember, but I was tuning with my teammate and buddy Seal, and it's my highest experience earned in a battle. And man, it's such a good game, you're just gonna see. Some RNG, some skill, but overall, a lot of risk taken for the ultimate reward. Okay, so starting off the game, Seal's gonna spot mid, and I'm immediately gonna play A because I see that I'm more mobile than any tank that they have on the enemy lineup, that is. So I'm gonna go for the A cap early. In Supremacy, I always like playing the objective. And that's going for caps. I want to be done with the game as soon as possible. I want to win the game and put the enemy into a pressure situation to go for the caps where I can have good shots, or my teammates can have good shots, and we could end the game early either with caps or just killing them coming to defend the caps or retake the caps. So I botched the first missile. I thought I had my missile cursor over him, but I did not. So yeah, I missed the first shot. It didn't matter. I popped my adrenaline. I want to destroy this guy as fast as I can with my WZ-111 tier 9. I thought he had the max gun, but I didn't realize that until just there. So I thought we were going to clear him faster, and that's why I made that jump out to get his attention and just get a good shot on him before the WZ would finish him off. But he had the 310, and yeah, that didn't work out in my favor, but that's okay. I took less than 400 damage, and the 183 is just standing there like a sitting duck waiting for me to poke out, but I'm giving him such an impossible pin shot to hit me, or I think I'm completely covered. I mean, one of those two is just preventing him from shooting me. So I take advantage of that and hit the second missile shot, and I know he's just gonna get out of there after that. So yeah, on my way to the E100, as I see he's isolated, I don't care if I take a shot from him. I'm gonna move in with my buddy Seal, and I was on my way. I hit a pretty nice drift. Alright, now that I got that out of the way, onto the serious moment in battle where I saw that we were down by a lot of tanks, and at this moment we knew we had to clear this E100 as fast as possible without taking a hit or just too much damage in general from the E100. So I'm gonna keep the E100 focus on me with the spot, and then he's gonna come in there with a nice entry, but unfortunately the E100 was definitely prepared for that, so he gets my buddy Seal gets double tapped in the bat chat by the E100 initially, and then the Waffenträger sets him on fire. Unfortunate, but at the moment I knew Seal's gonna die at any second, and I just need to take care of any mobile elements. So I saw the Sheridan crossing. That was my priority, and I needed to clear him, get him out of the game as fast as possible. So I see he's gonna pre-aim me here, but there's nothing really I can do. Seal's gonna go down any second, like I said, and I don't care about this trade right now, because I'm thinking, hey, I'm gonna have to put my big carry pants on, and I notice 183 just cleared him, so I'm free to pass in front of the 183. Sheridan's not even paying attention to me. He wants to get the angle on my right side while the IS-7's rushing me on my left, but unfortunately I am more than aware in the situation. And yeah, my blood's flowing, and I know that I can clutch this. I just need the space. So I entered the 1v5. I killed the Sheridan quickly. I need to kill this 183. So he pokes out in the bush, and I hit a clutch missile shot, the game-winning missile shot in my opinion. And yeah, I was able to hit that, which was, I mean, kind of surprising to me. I was going for it. It was a reach, but it was a 50-50 shot. The odds weren't too stacked against me to hit that shot. I knew he was gonna make the mistake, and I punished him for it, so he got sent back to the lobby, and now went from a 1v5 quickly to a 1v4, then the 1v3. So I was looking at where the hell the T-22 went, and to my surprise I turned the corner. He was there waiting for me, and I got the clutch bounce with my spaced armor on the front. And yes, I was thinking about loading the HE, but then I wanted the absolute guarantee shot to kill him, so I aimed in my shot and didn't want to risk a low roll with HE or anything with the spaced armor side. So I picked up the kill. IS-8, to his surprise, I was there. He wasn't ready for the shot. He didn't think I was going to be there, and yes, I really take advantage of the situation. He pokes out first. He's not, I mean, the greatest player, but you know, he made a mistake, and I punished him for it. He poked out without pre-aiming, and because of that, I sent him back to the lobby with his buddies who got killed with me in this game. I'm sorry, but it had to be done. So this is another mistake I made. Instead of, I mean, I would have hit that shot in prior updates with the prior missile velocity and the velocity for curves, but that's fine. We're in this upstate, and I should have shot my missile from right to left, not left to right, as he was going left to right. But I feel like I have the advantage here and I could get an easy shot as he pokes over to get me. But I make another mistake here and I back up a bit, which I shouldn't have. I would have got into cover without him having any chance to shoot me, which he did there. And he misses a snapshot. Thank God, RNG was on my side this game, and I was able to finish the game, the clutch win, and the massive carry. I mean, Seal held more than his own. He did over 3k in the bat chat. It's just our team was not there, and yeah, I was just called upon. I had to save the day. I get the Kolobainov, I get the Ace, the Brothers in Arms. I mean, you name it, I got it. So that caps off the Let's Play with the Sheridan, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching and take care.